Okay, someone has to splain to me what the hell is going on here. So we got Primo Living BC, D-Man 50, and Audiction in the chat before I even start the freaking thing. How does that happen? How do you do that? Hello, good morning. Thanks for coming by. Oh, glad you're excited about card talk. I'm a cagey person, says Audition. Show. So, Hamster was out traveling. And I just talked to EZ. Don't forget, we have the Polska Bob event coming up in June in Chicago. So we're going to get together and get drunk and stupid. Why not? There he is right there, Easy. Hey. All right. You want to come on, Easy? You got your microphone? Let me know. I'll share the invite. So anyway. So Hamster was traveling. I had to go for work. And took off from St. Louis. It was a Southwest. So 737-800 to the location and back. Same basic aircraft, right? The same airframe. Very comfortable. First one, however, I think they needed a little work on their shocks. You know what I mean? I mean, we're traveling down the runway, and the thing's like, what the fuck is it? Is there any shock absorbers on this plane? What's going on? Way back was better, so they must have got the maintenance done on that. And they're very comfortable. Kind of surprised coming back to St. Louis. There were a couple seats empty, not really, just a couple. And I just happened to get lucky and get into a row of three where my big fat ass could become furball. D-Man, you've been everywhere. Yeah, I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. Let's we started the party already. What are you saying? Yes, I did. As a matter of fact, I've got a brewski. What time is it? I don't know. It's beer time. That's what counts. Let's see if we can get Zombro in here. We're talking about cars and shit, but he probably has something else to talk about. Come on, Easy. You can. Oh, yes, Bob. Polska. Polska's in the. You can come in too, Polska, if you want. We got the event now. It's coming up very shortly. You know, it seems like, oh, what do you mean, man? It's the end of June, man. That's like 2 months away. It's nothing. It's almost May. It's the middle of April. Happy Easter weekend, by the way. And Passover, if you're Jewish. Ramadan, if you're Islamic. Yeah, it's coming soon, people. Zombro. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Hamster? How are you?
Just son of a bitch. It was a long week. Traveling, doing work, working 12, 15 a day. I'm like, oh, Jesus. Can't do it. And I have to do my taxes. Son of a bitch.
Oh, you didn't do them? Yeah,
I partially did them, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna get like $100 back. So I wasn't all that excited because okay.
I always look at I go with the $100 swing each way. If I have to pay 100, I'm okay. If I get 100 back, I'm okay. As long as I don't have to pay more than that, I'm fine.
Well, here's the thing, and this is what I discovered because I changed employers last year. You can't do that little trick we used to do. Now, you were a union guy, right? In New York, FDNY. Yeah. So but you still had to fill out like the W-4 or whatever the hell it's called.
Oh yeah, and what was funny was New York, you had to pay the city tax and the city waiver.
Oh, geez, fuck me, I know. New York, Jesus Christ.
You got taxed coming at the
wazoo.
Yeah, coming out of every orifice in New York.
Well, I mean, it's wonderful for me this year because I get to pay. Well, I get to fill out forms for the federal. Everybody does that. And Missouri. Okay. And Colorado.
So that's right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I gotta pay Governor Fuckface over there in Colorado.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna get railroaded because I took out some investments to do my house. And I was sweating it.
Well, I was looking. We have again, you probably didn't worry about the high deductible health insurance and all that when you're union.
No,
maybe you did, but we have us civilians here. we've got this high deductible insurance plan. You can you can set pre-tax money aside for the deductible, right?
Right.
Keep it in a health savings account.
Exactly.
And I'm like, oh God. So I'm looking at the numbers. I'm like, holy shit, I'm like $500 over. Now what? I put in too much. Well, it turns out since I'm an old fat fuck, I can put in up to like $4,800 a year. So
yeah, but see, I did the smart thing. My ex-wife was a teacher.
oh,
So,
okay. Yeah.
so like New York, the whole Northeast, the teachers have great benefits.
Oh, are you kidding? Yeah.
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 So like I took the money and canceled my health insurance and took the cash, and I went underneath her health insurance.
Nice.
So I took the extra $5,000 cash because New York City police started off only $27,000.
Yeah,
So,
I know. Isn't that crazy? The police don't get paid all that much, or well, maybe it's different now, but a long time ago they weren't getting that much.
it's a little different now. It's still nothing like like Suffolk County, Nassau County, or the state, but it's better than it used to be.
Did the police department provide uniforms? All that?
God no.
Oh, you had to buy your own.
Yeah, you had to buy your own. And remember that lady Liz Holtzman, the city councilwoman?
No.
Okay, well, she's way back from when we were kids. Anyway, the city used to give you that uniform allowance, $1,000 a year, tax free. But she protested and said, we should tax it. So thanks to her, it got taxed.
That's that's the only solution to everything in New York is tax it.
Yeah. So like,
but
then
I do remember. I'm sorry.
What's that?
No,
then they started taxing the city employees that lived outside the city, making them pay the city tax and city waiver. So every time I had to file taxes, I had to pay the city tax, the city waiver, then the state tax, then and then the Fed tax.
They're talking about doing that here in St. Louis as well. All the suburbs have to pay their city. There's a city income tax in St. Louis.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a few cities across the country that do that. I
think Portland has one. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
And I think Detroit at some point said, the cops, firefighters had to live in Detroit. They couldn't work there and then they say, fuck it, we'll just leave. So I'm sure that helped.
Right. Well, remember New York City, they started the whole thing with, if you live in the city and you're a police or fire or corrections, you can get 5 points. No, you can get a point on your promotional exam and 5 points on your entrance exam. So what guys started doing was they would get a PO box, and then
in New York, right?
And then when they caught on to that, they were like, all right, well, you have to have an apartment. So then what they started doing was, like, when people were taking like the fire department test, like 20 or 30 guys would would
rent an apartment. Yeah,
would rent an apartment.
The utter the genius of human beings see, that's what the government doesn't understand. They think, well, we're just going to make this big change and everybody's just going to go along with it. It's like, no.
And then to get around that, they were like, well, you have to have a utility line coming in, and so like you'd have apartments with like 40 or 30 phone lines into it. It was hilarious.
Oh, sure. It was a lot cheaper, I'm sure. Yeah, exactly.
Well, because 5 points on a entrance exam for the FDNY or the police department, that's a lot.
Yeah, sure.
Same thing with the promotion exam. Like 1 point.
I do remember. You remember Bella Abzug?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. She was a Jewish lady, radical Democrat, but she was always a hoot. She was a New York representative, I believe. Yeah, long time ago.
Yeah.
But she had the big hair and the hat. I think she wore a hat. It's pretty amazing.
Anyway,
this is New York kid stuff. All right, Polska, go ahead. What?
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey Polska.
We're having more fun than you are.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I got a few minutes before my next stop, so I'll jump on.
Tell us about the get together in Chicago, if you would.
Well, I'm not. The last information I got was the confirmation that you're going to be in town. You going to be at your hotel out in Downers?
Oh yeah, I'll be up there somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna. We got a bunch of testing and shit coming, and I'm going to plan on being there that weekend. So I'm just going to say, hey, I want that weekend. Well, why do you want that, Hamster? Well, because I'm going to go get drunk with Polska. So it's all good. Yeah, I'll be there.
They got a nice hotel bar in that place?
They got a hotel. It's what the hell is it? Embassy Suites or some shit. It's right on Butterfield Road, over by in Downers or Lombard over there. It's all right. It's okay.
It's actually a decent central location for everybody who's coming in because they're going to be split between O'Hare and Midway. Hamster's Hotel might be a decent place to crash.
Oh, I mean, there's all kinds of hotels right around that area. There's the Embassy. There's a Hilton. There's a bunch of shit over in Lombard there.
Oh, see, I was looking up by O'Hare by that Marriott near Ruth Chris Steakhouse.
You do like your Ruth's Chris, don't you?
Oh yes,
That no whiskey.
Yes,
whiskey. Well, he sent me a note last night. I will not reveal, but he was having a little bit of Irish in his coffee. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I saw that.
I mean, Zombro. That's Polish or something, right?
No, it's my real name.
No. What the one you made up, the Zombro.
Zombro is I
think that's Polak. Yeah,
I think it's Polish or maybe Russian.
Yeah, so we got two Polacks on the line.
I think the IQ just went down by 20 points then.
No, it was down there before we even started. Trust me.
Oh, that's true.
Oki is in the stream. We got to get this guy on.
No, okay. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk to Oki.
Oh, come on now. SCE is here. Hello. Having trouble with Mitsubishi Outlander.
I got my coming up. So.
All right, fuckface. I'll see you later. Keep us informed about the thing coming up, like in a month and a half. All right.
Yeah, please.
You got it. I got your guys' number. You'll get a text message from me. All right.
Yeah, just don't do it at 3 a.m. when I'm sleeping, if you wouldn't mind.
No, fuck that. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Right.
I'm up anyway, Polska. You know that.
Okay. All right, guys. Later.
Take it easy, man. All right. What? Nobody wants Oki in.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, come on, Oki. Yeah, he's got his thing here.
Now, Hamster, you said you were going to talk about cars?
Yeah, we're going to talk about this Mitsubishi Overlander here, whatever the hell this thing is.
Greatest car I ever had. I'm so sorry I sold it. I had a 1969 Chevelle Super Sport with the 396.
What the hell were you thinking, bro? Come on.
With the 396 big block. Black with gray stripes. It was beautiful. I don't know why I got rid of it. Sold it for $1,200.
Probably we didn't realize at that time.
No, we didn't.
That these cars were so classic. I mean, my mother had a Mustang 67 fastback. It's who cares, Oh yeah, it was fastback. Yeah, yeah. I remember when I was a kid in the back, they had little lights, and it was cool. Yeah,
right.
It was that Ford Pukey green, but I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My brother's friend had a 67 fastback with the 4 on the floor.
4 on the floor, baby.
Yeah.
The modern theft deterrent device.
Yes, I've seen that meme. It's hilarious.
Oh, it's true. I mean, most people can't drive a manual. It's like, what the fuck is this, man? We'll go on to this one. It's got an auto magic. All right. Well, here, hey, Zombro, I'll let you go. And I'm going to talk about this car and my little trip. So you take care. Keep in touch.
You too. Bye-bye, Hamster.
And don't forget the party coming up in Chicago. Okay, we're talking about the Mitsubishi Outlandish. Thank you, SE. That's good. Samantha P, hello. Good morning. Yeah, I know. I've got to get some more beer. God, son of a bitch. I haven't had anything to eat. I mean, traveling is a real pain. Okay, there's the kind of fun part of traveling. Ooh, we're getting on the plane. We're at the airport. We're eating, Sparrow pizzas, and we got Cinnabons over there. All that crap. And there's the other part of it. It's like, okay, I've already worked 70 hours this week. I just want to fucking go home and go to bed. I want to take a dump in my own bathtub. Bathtub? Whoa! What kind of kink you into, Hamster? What did I say? I didn't say a thing. Anyway, so get on the plane, and I was over in Pennsylvania for this particular trip. And it's like, Jesus Christ, can we just get on? Man. So it was okay, though. Southwest is pretty good. Very, good, clean, to the point. It's like, get on the fucking plane, pick your seat. Here's a bag of peanuts. Shut up. Oh, well, it's pretzels. Here's a bag of mixed pretzel shit. Shut the hell up. We're going to land the plane. Get out. Basically, that's fine. Jim McIntosh is here. I hate traveling. Do I have to share an old guy story? When I'm traveling, I get constipated. I don't know why. And so it's like I'm at the hotel room. It's 5 a.m. I'm like, okay, I gotta do a constitutional here. It's like nothing's happening. It's like, oh shit. And the balls are in the water. Yeah. Anyway, so I get to the destination and I get a rental car paid for by the company. And what do I get? I get this little beauty. 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, come on. Really? Mitsubishi, glorious name, good engines. This has got to be a piece of shit, right? Why don't they give me a Toyota? There's a reason why cars are rental cars. But I was pleasantly surprised. I have to admit, this is not a bad unit. However, I was looking around at, like the Hondas and Toyotas, other things. It's kind of in the same area of price. And, hey, if I'm going to spend, I think this one here, the base model is 22 grand, which these days not bad. But if I'm going to spend that and the Honda or the Toyota is the same price, I'm going to go for the Honda or the Toyota. Aside from that, it's a pretty good car. Wasn't bad. I was surprised. Now, I'll tell you a couple things about this car I didn't like. Number one, there's a touch screen. Now, Hamster, you just shut off the goddamn thing. You go into the thing. I know. Thank you for sharing. You can just probably shut the touch screen off. But it's like, I'm old and stupid. And so I was brushing up against it. Like when you hit the radio button here or the volume button, you're going, and your fingers get on, and then your radio station changes. I mean, who needs that? I don't need that. But a minor inconvenience. But yeah, it's got all this shit. It's got the backup camera. It comes up with something that's like, excuse me, Hamster, drive safely. Don't drink and drive and don't smoke in this car. We'll fine you $5,000. It's like, okay, good. Well, I've got the smoking done. We're good. And I'll drive carefully. No booze. Anyway, so it's got a fairly nice interior. It's not bad. I think it's got the CVT transmission. That's kind of the impression I got because it kind of sort of drones as you move along. But I think it also has the takeoff gear idea where it actually has a really small gear, big gear, whatever. So it takes off fast and then it jumps into the sludge. And I'm not knocking the car. I'm just saying that's the new thing, the CVT. What was interesting is I stopped over to get some gas before I got to the airport. And you can't see it, but there's a gas gauge here, right here. And it's like a little LED gas gauge thing. And I'm going to tell you the real story because So I stopped. It's super, whatever the hell it's called, Super Trip or something, whatever the fuck it is. So I put the gas in. And it was like, I don't know, 3 gallons. And I'm thinking, 3 gallons. That seems a little light, right? Because I've been driving a couple hundred miles. So I thought maybe more than that. All right, well, it stopped. Okay, so got the receipt, jumped back in the car, turned it on. Gas gauge was still where it was before. And I'm like, I wonder, maybe I wasn't imagining things here. Maybe I didn't put the gas in right or something. I didn't know. I'm like, yeah, maybe, once in a while, you put the gas and it stops, but it's not quite done. I thought, well, maybe I'll do that. But I think, I got to get to the airport. Okay. So I got out and put the, oh my God. So I thought, well, I'll try it again. So I set it all up. I put in like, a third of a gallon of gas and it stopped again. I was like, well, Jesus, it looks like it's full. What the heck's going on? All right. So I get in the thing and I'm like, shit, that's weird. Why is the thing like at a quarter under full? I just filled it up. Well, it turns out you just got to go over a couple of bumps and then that old fuel gauge gets to full. It's like, So that wasn't terribly impressive. It's like I would like to see the fuel gauge move up when I put fuel in the car. Okay, sorry. I'm just bitching. Okay, so it's I'm not really bitching. I'm pointing out some stuff. Got it? So this is the air conditioning. It's got auto. This is the temperature. This is the selection of, defrost and all that other shit. And other than that, there's not a hell of a lot to say about the car. It's not bad. I was going to crap on it, but it's not really. Once you get, drive it a couple days, it's all right. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at the interior. See, I wouldn't have used this picture in the marketing because it looks like you can't even sit there, but there's actually quite a lot of room here. So I'd probably move this seat up a little bit. I think they're trying to show the shifter over here, I guess. Okay, it's got a shifter. Great. How about the legroom? That's what I'd be worried about. Okay. What do I know? I'm just an evil person. Oh, okay. We can see the dashboard here a little bit. There's the gas gauge. See that? The blue thing? So that was sitting at 3/4. I put the gas in and it sat there. I'm like, until I moved. Okay. So here's the multimedia experience here. Passenger airbag and all that other happy shit. Yeah. So that's a pretty good shot of it. So it's not a bad looking car. It comes with you can get the 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive over here. Because I was wondering, just the Hamster. By the shifter, there's a hole with a little cover on it. I'm like, the fuck is that for? Because this is going to be the base model, right? So there's like a cover over that matching this stuff here. What the hell is that? I'm thinking to myself, Hamster. Well, that's where the 4-wheel drive button be located. You got it? Let's see. What else can we say about this thing? I didn't have the fancy leather stitching stuff. It was just the regular seat, but turn heads wherever you're driving. Oh, okay. Sure. I had the gray one. That's actually the color I had. Nice looking car. Now, I didn't understand this. You see this here? This was actually standard window shading or whatever. I didn't like that. No, I didn't like that. Why didn't you like a Hamster? I just didn't. I think it should be an option, but apparently it isn't on the Mitsubishi. You just get it and shut up. Enjoy it. I didn't like that. Now, the problem with this guy, this is the Outlander Sport, is this trunk is about the... You're getting 2 bags of groceries in the back. There's nothing going on back there. So it's, as you can see, it's kind of short. So it's 4 adults pretty comfortably. But back here, yeah. You got to do what you got to do. And there's the cat shit brown one. So I would compare this somewhat in the same ballpark as like a Ford Escape or something like that. Brother Johnny, my friend, had a Ford Escape for work. About the same thing. I think the Ford felt more substantial, though. I don't know how to explain it. But this would be in the same league as the Escape, Chevy, Equinox, Toyota RAV4, Honda, what is it, an RXV or something, whatever. I don't know. It's not bad. It's a good effort. Now, here's the biggest beef that Mr. Hamster has with this car. So I'm at the airport. Excuse me. Let me take a sip of my brewski. I'm sorry. A sip of my tea. And so I'm walking around, tired, right? Long day. I'm like, where's the fucking car? The Avis guy wasn't there. And I'm like, there's nobody. And me and this woman were walking around. It's like, where's the fucking dude? Well, eventually he came back. He was taking a break, having a cigarette or something. So we get the car, wandering around upstairs at the airport in the parking lot. And I'm like, okay, I got a mid-size car. Where's the mid-size? So I'm thinking Ford or something. And so here's this thing. Okay, fine. And so I get in. And it's like, oh, this might be fun. Little SUV activity. I start the car. Now it's got one of those push button things where you put the fob. And you know. Yeah, boomer, we know. You old fuck. Yeah, I know. I still like my keys, damn it. I still like my keys, and I liked it when I had to crank my old car over with a wrench. Anyway, so I started the car. And here's one thing about cars. It gets me. Okay. It gets me. I want a car to run smooth, bro. I want it to be quiet. When I start the car, I don't even want to know it's running. It's running, but I don't know it. Now, my car is getting a little older, so it makes a little noise when it starts up. But when you get to operating temperature, you cannot hear the car. Can't hear the engine. That's what I like. Now, when we're talking about thumpy old fat guy, he wants to hear the engine. He's probably got a Pontiac, so lean and so it's like I get that. That's fun too. But in my little car, I want to drive to work every day. I don't want to hear the engine. I don't want to hear all that shit. I don't want to hear ticks, knocks, clicks, clacks. Fuck that. I want it quiet because I'm old and cranky. But anyway, start this guy up. Not only was the engine noisy, it wasn't even running correctly. It was like kind of shaking the car. I'm thinking, what the fuck is this? I mean, this is the one I had is 20,000 miles on the car. 20,000. That's not even, you could smell the new in the car. And I'm starting the car and it runs like that. Kind of makes me wonder what's going on there. Now, Mitsubishi has a great reputation for making engines. So this was a little bit of a surprise to me. It's like, why is this making noise? Why is it doing that? So I figured, okay, well, just when it's cold. Yeah, okay, yeah. No. Unfortunately, that was not the case. That would be the biggest, I think, drawback. And I think it was a 2-something liter 4-cylinder. The thing never shut up. It was always noisy. There was always this the whole time you drive. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you're doing. That engine is making nasty noise. I mean, it's not falling apart. It's not, but it's very noisy. I would say I watch a lot of car guys, like the Car Wizard, those guys. The engine is very unrefined, would be one way to put it. Because I get back to St. Louis, right? Last night, about 10 o'clock, whatever the hell it was. And so I crawl out to my Honda, sitting in the parking lot. Start the thing. I'm like, what? The car isn't vibrating. What's going on here? And once it warmed up, I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm going down the highway. Almost no noise. And I'm like, okay, this is better. This is good. Maybe Lexus or something like that would be better. This is not bad. This guy's noisy. This little girl here. Noisy engine. You can hear the gears whirring and all that kind of happy shit. So that would be a ding. Now, I haven't driven the Ford, whatever, or the Honda or Toyota. It might be the same. I don't know. But I don't like my engines to make fucking noise. It's just one of those things. Except when you want them to make noise. Unrefined says audition. Yeah. Sounding a little too straight. Get another beer. Stop it. Stop it. Samantha P says, my Civic is good, but it's nothing in comparison to the Subaru Outback I had. I still mad I got rid of the old Sub. You did her dirty. Is that right? Wow. Crazy. Okie says, new girl has the Ford Escape. Excellent car. Yeah, it is. Yeah, the Escape's pretty good. My buddy Johnny had the, it was the newer, God, this was, how many years ago was this? Oh, it was a long time ago, like 10 years. So it was like the maybe second generation. Nice car. Yeah, it was pretty good. I liked it. Let's see, who else is here? Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to put a positive spin on it, Mr. Hemming. Yeah, I know. Now, if we had Thumper here, he'd be going, oh, the louder that fucking engine is, the better it is. Yeah, baby. You know, that's the way he is. But as I said, I like mine to be quiet and smooth. I like smooth and quiet. Although mine, I think, needs for some reason, the Honda 2.4 actually needs to get their valves adjusted at some point, which I thought went out with the fucking dinosaurs. What do you mean, adjust the valves? What? Apparently you do. So it is getting a little bit clicky-clacky, but it's still damn quiet, and I like it. Jeb Lowe says, just got a Nissan Rogue. I like it. Watch the trannies in those, though. I think they've improved them, but my sister had one. Transmission went out, so she bought another one, the newer one. And yeah, careful. Those trannies apparently aren't as reliable as they maybe should be. SCE, have a great day, everyone. You too. I'm going to check out. You guys, we'll talk to you later. I hope you enjoyed the car review from the Hamster. We'll see you. Have a good weekend.